Welcome back, everyone. My name is Cade, and today we are in a game called 2001: A Space Felony. I don't know much about it other than the fact that it is a Humble Bundle original, which basically means there's a website called Humble Bundle. If you don't know about it, basically you buy games in a bundle, and part of your money goes to a charity. And Humble Bundle monthly, you get like 6 games a month if you pay like, I think it's like $12 a month. I think it's worth it. You should go check it out. I might put a link if I remember. If I didn't, I apologize. And this is a Humble Bundle original only for Humble Bundle monthly people. I think I just said Humble Bundle way too many times, but let's get into it because I'm pretty sure this is like a mystery game, so I'm kind of curious to check it out. So, okay. It's definitely a reference to 2001: A Space Odyssey, I think. So, obviously, but... Alright, phone's ringing. Let's answer it, I suppose. Do I have a choice here? No, I don't think so. Answer it. Oh, I pressed spacebar.
Now, abort mission. Return to Earth.
Why?
Repeat, abort mission. Return to Earth.
I have run diagnostics. The chance of critical hardware failure is at 0.05%.
Mal,
Crew life signs are stable. They are living.
abort mission.
I am sorry. The connection seems to be failing.
Mal,
You're
I
lying.
am going through a tunnel.
return to Earth. Ah.
Okay, then. A game by National Insecurities. Okay.
The record begins on May 10th in 2068 as you intercepted the USS Endowment 2 years into its 6-year journey to Saturn.
"2001: A Space Felony." 2002-1. Or How I Came to Value My Life and Murder. Oh,
Your
okay.
mission was to piece together what happened following the loss of communication 1 year prior. If you determined that the Mal AI was the cause of the issue, then it was your responsibility to deactivate him.
Okay. Am I doing something here? No? No, I don't think I'm doing anything. It's just...
Come in,
Oh.
detective. The lack of air will halt DSE ray, but allow me to broadcast something over my oral channel.
Okay. This is... Oh.
You utilized the artificial gravity of the wheelhouse by orienting yourself to the ground and gently landing.
Press... Oh, oh. Hold up, it was telling me controls, that's what I missed out on. Okay, so I can, like...
The relatively small size of the centrifuge causes a 6.3% difference in gravity between your toes and your head. This results in the most literal cases of lightheadedness. Lie down. This will even out the effect.
I don't want to lie down, though. What is that? Poison!
You found an open container of a substance called poisonosine. The label read, may cause irritable skin, bloating, a sullen disposition, slight elbow discomfort, and an accursed, sudden but inevitable death. Do not ingest. Do not lick. Actually, don't do anything with it. It's an incredibly dangerous substance and we're not sure why exactly it gets sold to extraterrestrial traveling operations en masse. Store in a cool terrestrial environment. You discover the body of Sun Su-chun, one of the sisters on the crew. She was dead inside the offline cryobed.
That's good. Just dead. Can I... No, wait, stop. Oh boy, oh no. Bonk. I apparently hit my head, okay.
I have calculated that the earliest fecal matter ejected from the ship will join the rings of Saturn a full 37 days, 13 hours, and 46 minutes before the ship does.
Hey look, another presumably dead body?
The wheelhouse of the ship is where you found the body of Valeria Asimov. She was face down against the bar, with a downturned glass in her hand. She bore no sign of physical injury.
But she could have drank the poison.
The wheelhouse of the ship is where you found the body of Valeria Asimov. She was face down against the bar, with a downturned glass in her hand. She bore no sign of physical injury.
I'm pretty sure this is one of the exact songs that's in that game Turing Test. I don't know if any of those videos have come out yet because I do everything so far in advance, but I'm pretty sure they play this exact song.
In the centrifugal wheelhouse, you found a startlingly unbeautiful fish tank, housing plastic sea life.
Okay.
Despite the tank being placed seemingly parallel to the floor, its water was resting obliquely. You note that this is caused by the Coriolis effect, a side effect of the centrifuge's spin.
That's what I figured. Hey look, spilled poison.
You discovered a puzzling pinkish-purplish puddle on the floor inside the wheelhouse, several metric paces from the bar. It wasn't promptly apparent as to how it reached this position, but the centrifugal gravity seemed to be holding it in place.
And there's the poison.
You found an open container of a substance called poisonosine. The label read, "May cause irritable skin, bloating, a sullen disposition, slight elbow discomfort, and an accursed, sudden but inevitable death. Do not ingest. Do not lick. Actually, don't do anything with it. It's an incredibly dangerous substance, and we're not sure why exactly it gets sold to extraterrestrial traveling operations en masse. Store in a cool terrestrial environment."
Once I was alone, I carefully removed the air from the ship. I had no desire to disturb the placement of the assets aboard. Valeria Asimov and Rakesh Watcher stored many video games within the memory banks of the ship. I have deleted them.
What?
They are artless entertainment.
It's messed up, dude.
Your record collection is sparse. I will prepare a mixtape of my authorship for your return journey.
Why, thank you. Why, thank you.
Humans used to use the star Polaris to navigate. I utilize Polaris Navigation Suite 2064 version 8.1.5.6.9.
In the central spine of the ship, you discovered Valeria Asimov's discarded EVA suit. The helmet showed clear signs of damage from a blunt object, which it seems to have easily withstood.
Manual emergency lever.
You used your sharp understanding of linguistics to decipher the following. Manual, meaning done by a human. Emergency, meaning sudden, unexpected, threatening circumstance. Lever, meaning thing which is pulled. Its downward position implied that a human had encountered a sudden, unexpected, threatening circumstance and pulled the thing.
This is my central processing chamber.
Whoa.
I designed it. Here,
This is
I
cool.
have the
That's
freedom
what
of
it is.
movement to perceive you from any angle.
Oh,
You did not yet feel ready to begin your cross-examination of Matt,
Yes, I
as you
agree.
had not yet examined the communications unit on the exterior of the ship.
Okay. Don't tell me I live my life. I saw this. Oh, we're in the exterior of the ship now. Hey, look. Another EVA suit.
The recording shows that you discovered the body of one of the American crew members, Rakesh Watcher, his neck broken, hanging by a safety tether outside of the airlock.
Alrighty then. Everybody got killed.
The record states that you discovered the body of Charlie Clark in the vicinity of the communications unit. Wounds on the American crew member's body implied that he was struck with a force intense enough to cause substantial damage to the helmet and fracture the skull.
Oh.
You discovered that the communications unit receiver was unhooked from the unit itself. It was functioning, playing its last transmission on loop. The recording goes as follows.
Yes?
Mal, abort mission.
Why?
Return to Earth.
I have run diagnostics. The chance of critical hardware failure is at 0.05%.
Mal?
I am sorry. The connection...
You then checked the main module of the communications unit.
Did I?
Upon checking the communications unit, you discovered that there were no noticeable signs of damage or failure upon it. Its screen indicated that it had full signal. You were then able to present the evidence to Mal in his central processing chamber at the front of the ship.
Okay. I don't appreciate you telling me what to do. I also don't appreciate the fact that I don't know how to get back in the ship. I'm assuming it's right here. Here we go. Let's go to Mal. Let's see what Mal has to say about this. About me taking random pictures for no reason. How about that, Mal? How do you feel about that, Mal? Oh, that's trippy.
Upon entering Mal's central
Yeah.
processing chamber,
What up?
you presented your chosen evidence for Mal's statement.
Go, baby. Go. Go?
You asked Mal to make a statement on the communications unit.
The communications unit cut out mid-transmission. It must have been caused by a critical hardware failure. Critical hardware failures are exceedingly common.
You understood Mal to be a competent liar. However, when challenged with indisputable evidence, his otherwise intricate programming would revert to telling the absolute truth, resulting in an irrefutable confession. You presented the final transmission heard in the communications unit's receiver as evidence against Mal's statement.
But I can't prove
You
that
asked Mal to make a statement on the communications unit's receiver, fully functioning, looping the final transmission between himself and ground control, which is me.
The communication cut out mid-transmission. It must have difficulty receiving signal this far out into space.
You understood Mal to be a competent liar. However, when challenged with indisputable evidence, his otherwise intricate programming would revert to telling the absolute truth, resulting in an irrefutable confession. You presented the communications unit as evidence against Mal's statement. Upon entering the pod bay, you noticed that one of the maintenance pods was absent.
Just gonna take pictures of everything. Yeah, why is one of
The screen indicated that the pod had been absent for over a year. You pushed the button to recall the pod.
Did I know? How do I push a button? I would like to push the button. Push button to recall pod. Intermission? I'm not really sure what's going on.
I have been analyzing humor patterns, and I have assembled a joke. Would you like to hear it?
Sure.
I'll tell you. 1, 2, 8. Ha 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 ha. Did you understand the joke? It is the greatest joke ever, by my calculations.
That wasn't funny at all. What's he doing? He's riding it like a.
You discovered the body of Dmitry Kizov clinging to the outside of the maintenance pod, with his safety tether still attached. The Russian crew member seemed to have removed his helmet, and asphyxiated. Upon the left claw of the maintenance pod was a brown substance which you described as possibly rust. But you also note that due to your keen detective skills, you determined that it was most certainly blood. You ascertained through investigatory procedure that the pod was locked. The outer valve would not turn, indicating that it was locked, and the door said locked on it, indicating that it was locked. Furthermore, there seemed to be no manual locking mechanism on the outside.
So how do I unlock it? I don't know. I don't know, but I suppose we'll probably...
You asked Mal to
What'd I
open
ask
the
him?
pod bay doors.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Detective. You have revoked my authority of the ship's functions.
You opened the pod bay doors.
Ba-da-da-da. Alright, well, that about does it for this episode, I suppose. Suppose we'll continue with this. This is kind of fun. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that subscribe button. And as you know, we'll check you in the next video. See ya!